Everybody, welcome back to Falcon Plays Dark Souls 2. And last episode, we finally rounded up the last one of the great souls that we needed in order to kind of continue towards Drangleic Castle. Because we finally rounded up all the souls needed in order to open up the, what is it, the Shrine of, Winter Shrine? Is it the Winter Shrine? I forgot the name of it already. I feel like Winter Shrine sounds something out of Game of Thrones, though. Alright, so we're gonna be dealing with these, fucking Tom Greens of the universe over here with their one nutsack. Alrighty, relax, man-wit. Relax, man, with, I don't know, what is it, elephantiasis, whatever that disease is. Not that I'm making fun of it, believe me, I'm not. It's not a terrible disease that, you know, a lot of people suffer from. I'm not sure if it's a lot of people in reality. I might really want to make that assumption. Probably not that many people suffer from it, for all I know. Stop tossing those stones at me, bro. Let me just deal with him accordingly, so, just so he doesn't come back and, like, you know, backstab me, or, well, I don't think they could backstab, but, you know, ambush me from behind is what I'm trying to get at here. As I'm progressing down this area. I'm gonna get the Falcon out of that. Alrighty, so remember, we already covered this before, right? I'm pretty sure we did. We cleared it up at least, and we got rid of, remember, when you come here the first time, Flexal Center's gonna be over there hanging out over there, and I did mention how he's supposed to be guarding that entrance, because otherwise, people are gonna complain and be like, you know, if I have to, you know, go to Drangleic Castle, why can't I just jump over that little rubble right there? It's kind of like, yeah, you know, you can complain about that, but why? Well, you're just being nitpicky at this point, and don't be nitpicky. There's no reason to be this bitter. Says the person who was just, you know, bitching and complaining about the last area he was in last episode. Never mind, I'm a hypocrite. So we're at the Shrine of Winter, and now this place will open up indeed because we have all the Lord's souls. These snakes over here. Interesting. Do they even have heads in reality? What's a head, right? They don't have heads. It seems like they've been cut off. I'm not sure if that's really anything of interest or not. Maybe, who knows? I'll leave that up to somebody who's gonna, you know, grasp the straws a bit better than I can there. I say that with no ill intent, I assure you. Alrighty, and then if we run back over here, there's gonna be another item behind us. I do believe, right? Yes. Repair and large soul of lost undead. By the way, I have a lot of soul items, I do believe. I should probably crunch those at some point or another. When I need to level up so bad, because, you know, leveling is obviously the, end all means in Dark Souls 2. If you're not leveled up, it's going to be too hard of a game for you. I say that with a lot of cynicism in my voice, so I apologize. Hide Knight. You know, I don't have to kill him, but I will just because I can, I suppose. I mean, no reason not to. Hide Knights are always kind of a pain in the dick when you fight them, quite honestly. But this one's going to go down quite easily, thankfully. Hide Lance, whatever. Or is it Hide or Hide Knight? Or not Hide Knight, obviously there's no fucking N's or T's in there, but is it Hide or Haiti? I call him Hide, that's what I go with. Obviously Hide sounds like more of it to be spelled like an H-Y-D-E or something to that degree, like Jekyll and Hyde, but, you know, it seems like a trivial type of thing to kind of really hamper yourself on. Until an NPC in the game calls him a Hide or a Haiti, particularly, I'm going to keep calling it Hide because that's what I'm familiar with, and that's what my little brain could pretty much assume from that whole situation here. It's gonna be asshole snipers, obviously, because they love doing that, throwing like 70 bosses, or not 70 bosses, but that should be the next Souls game in reality. 70 bosses, and all they do is, like, you know, the moment you start the game, you have to, like, fight, like, 4 bosses, and then basically, people will complain and be like, oh, this game, all it is boss fights. Although, I guess that's what you call Dark Souls 2, eh? See what I did there? Yeah. I should probably stop fucking around because I'm gonna die. And these guys are no joke, by the way. They actually hit relatively hard with those goddamn swords of theirs. And more importantly, anything of interest drop? Nope, okay. More importantly, there's going to be a lizard here. Not that that's really important. Well, I guess it's really important because I am indeed trying to, at the very least, upgrade my dude here a little bit. So... No! You missed it, Falcon, you dickbag. I can't get you at this point. You're like... Oh! 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 He was like, you know, a few HPs away from dying. Whatever. How you doing here, baby?
This castle is isolated. But nonetheless, you must forge on to bring an end to your journey and mine.
Alright, cool. Tell me twice. So, this is basically where we've been aiming to get to in the whole game. That looks actually really pretty. Honestly, the PC, this looks great. And the PS3, I could barely even tell the goddamn rain. Oh, wow, you actually see the rain ricocheting off of your character. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this because of YouTube's compression, but there's a little bit of rain kind of like landing on the shoulders and everything like that. Let's see here. In New Game Plus, I just recently went through this area. on one of my characters. I forgot what character it was, but let me fucking tell you, I had the damnedest time. And I will tell you, what the fuck just hit me? Oh, one of the archers, right? Indeed. Indeed. Let me go ahead and just poison this guy to alleviate things a bit faster. I hate fighting these guys. By the way, these are the legit versions of the old rotten down mastodon that we ran into in Dora Pharaohs, and even the one that apparently wouldn't attack me. You know, I'm still tripping out about that. You guys, assuming you guys watched the 2 episodes ago or something when I went to the Dora Pharaohs, just to kind of give you an idea as to what I was going to do later. And then we ran into a situation where everybody and their fucking mama decided to ignore me. It was quite... Oh, do you have any more range on you, man? Like, Jesus. Jesus. Alrighty. This guy is dead. His friend's about to die, too. Make no mistakes about that. One arrow to the back should pretty much not do it. I was just testing theory out. Let's just finish this. Man, interesting. Alright. Yeah, these are the legit versions of the mastodons that we ran into in the Dora Pharaohs. Obviously you could tell by their, you know, shiny outfits and everything like that. They're not the broken down ones. And there's 2 variations of the armor, I do believe, right? Like, there's the broken down variety, and then there's the legit variety. And the, I guess, the non-broken down variety. Let me take care of this man here. Up in here. Can you actually feed? No, don't feed the soul to me. Alrighty, so for this area, it's gonna be a little bit of a puzzle type of thing. Not really a puzzle, but you have to kill this guy next to this gargoyle right here. For reasons that I will soon show. There you go. So now that, you know, fucking gargoyle absorbs the soul, and it's gonna come to life and actually turn that, I guess, handle right there next to it. I mean, we have to do the same for this one, otherwise the doors won't open. So, hey, you. So, obviously, our goal here is kill these guys close enough so that, you know, we don't absorb it, but the gargoyle does. The thing about these guys is they, like I said, they hit like a ton of fucking bricks. It's really quite fucking ridiculous how hard they can hit you. And they have some pretty good range on them, too, so you gotta keep that in mind. So, you know, you need to come over here now that I've taken care of your friend before other guys spawn, and they will spawn. I'm not sure if that's a New Game Plus feature only, but you could at one point or another get like involved with like 70 of these, well, not 70. Sure, I'm, you know, embellishing a little bit here, but you get, like, you know, gang busted by like at least 4 or 5 of these guys at the same time, and it's kind of like annoying because, you know, as I said, they hit hard, number 1, and number 2, their swords have some pretty decent range on them, so it's a pain in the ass in reality. Did you turn this thing already for me? Door open sesame. There you go. It's turning, doing its thing. Keep turning, turning, turning. Yeah, that was literally a Fred Durst reference. Let me open up this thing on the side, though, just for shits and giggles, I suppose. I'm not sure. Actually, not shits and giggles. I'm not really sure what's in here. I forgot. Great Combustion and Fire. See, 2 items that we will never use in our run right now, so in reality, it was for shits and giggles after all. And let's see. This should be open at this point. Yep. There's nothing on the other side. There's a few more soldiers if you're interested in that, I guess, but I'm really not. Let's go up here and talk to one of the most important NPC lords of all time. Well, not of all time, but at least of this game anyway. Actually, yeah, let's just talk.
Who are you? And by whose permission do you stand before me? This castle is a domain of King.
Okay. Alrighty, NPC dude, I'll come back. Don't get mad. Don't give me the 3 dots, okay? I'm sorry that your fucking soldiers have absolutely no respect and honor, and I was over here trying to talk to you. Mind you that this motherfucker says that we're welcomed here as a guest, and now he has, like, you know, his friends over here backstabbing me. What a dick move. Alright, let's try this again. Apologize for the NPC moment being ruined. Alright guys, you'll forgive me, my game decided to crash on me after the interruption by the knight, and then talking to the NPC again, so apparently the game is just really dead set on me not talking to this NPC at all, so let's try it one more time.
You are a guest of our castle. I am the Chancellor, Belaga. Do you seek an audience with my lord, King Fendrick? Unfortunately, His Highness is absent. My lord, the Queen has taken him. My lord made magnificent findings on souls, an accomplishment for the ages. He vanquished 4 great ones and built this kingdom upon their souls. Our king has watched over this land since ages long, long ago. King Fendrick, we must fight back. or the giants will take Drangleic. The king had a dear queen, a woman of unparalleled beauty. Long ago, the queen came to us, alone, from a faraway land. She warned our lord of the looming threat across the seas, of the giants. The king crossed the ocean and defeated the giants with the queen at his side. The king commandeered their power and created the golems. With the golems, the king created this castle to celebrate victory and to show his love, his gratitude to his queen. The queen brought peace to this land and to her king, a peace so deep, it was like the dark. Is this some sort of a dream? Where am I? What has happened to our castle? Who are you? By whose permission do you stand before me?
Alrighty, so I think you might have one more thing to say.
Welcome, visit. Our guests are treated with. Tell me if you should.
Yeah, so he becomes an NPC we could buy a few things from. I think that's pretty much it in terms of the NPC lore, or at least talks, right? Let me try it one more time though, just to be on the safe side.
My lord made
yeah, it's gonna be the same thing.
King Vendrick.
So basically, the queen, if you got from this dialogue here, is the actual villain of the game. She's the one who came in, told Vendrick about the looming threat overseas with the giants. Whether the giants were really a threat or not is kind of hard to say. My speculation is that they weren't at all. She wanted him to invade the giants because they had something that she covets a bit. Not really sure why there's an emphasis that I said covets there, just not like a covetous demon type of reference or anything like that. But they do have something that she coveted, and that's something that we brought back, and that's what they, or not we brought back, but that's something that Vendrick brought back and was able to create some golems with it. And that's basically the end-all goal of this game. That's the reason why I think most of this is happening. But as we progress more, I'll talk more about this just to kind of keep it, I guess, synced to what's actually going on in the game. But just keep in mind that the queen, and he mentioned how something happened to the kingdom, something really ominous, something dark. That's also really important when it comes to the queen herself, for reasons that we'll explain later on. And other than that, let's see, again, he's also been, you know, he's been talking to me cool, and then suddenly he's like, but whose authority are you here? Who are you? Yada yada yada. So obviously he is also stuck in a a complete, like, I guess, cycle of just remembering stuff, forgetting stuff, remembering stuff, forgetting stuff, which is, you know, probably part of the curse reason why, you know, when you're going undead, you start forgetting stuff. We've seen it happen with Lucatio as well. And, you know, we'll see it with, like, more other people, especially in Majula, where, you know, the blacksmith and the daughter don't recognize each other. So obviously effects of the undead curse and whatnot. Let me learn a gesture here. This one's on me. Okay, cool. Apparently, that's one of the things you'll never see Falcon saying at a bar. This one's on me? Absolutely not. If anything, that one better be on you, bro, because, you know, quite the alcoholic for some reason. Bad repressed memories. Buy item. Let's see here. Flame Birch. Decent weapon. Lucerne. We got the bracing knuckle equipment, +1. Slows equipment degradation. If you're interested in that, there you go. Magic arrows, which are not that bad lightning arrows. I have a bit of money to spend. Sure, why not? Let's grab 100 of these. And sure, let's spend 91 on the rest of them. I could buy some Radiant Life Gems from him, some Molded Dusk Herbs, Divine Blessing, yada yada yada. Cool, so, thank you for your time, sir. Yeah, His Royal Highness, well, His Royal Highness is not in the castle, that's for sure. The king that you seek is not in this castle. Or is that the queen is not in the castle, or the princess is not in this castle? You know what? I'm getting my Mario references confused here. So we're gonna deal with these guys. Now, these guys are, Vendrick's loyal guards. There's gonna be some, assuming we got some other armor, hopefully. We'll be able to talk more about them, but until we do get the item drop, I will talk more about them. If we don't get it, then, you know, I'll obviously go into detail at some point or another, but these are the, Vendrick's guards, essentially, and whatnot, and they're here to protect the castle, obviously. It kind of works in a sense almost like Dark Souls 1, where you have the Silver Knights still hanging around in the castle, even though it's been abandoned, left alone, and they're still just kind of, you know, doing their duty, just protecting the area and whatnot. So I do love the parallel to, you know, Dark Souls 1 in that regard. A little bit too much in reality. Those guys over there, you have to deal with them. You see a door over there, right? There's nothing in there to my knowledge. I've opened it before. I've smashed walls with X or whatever button activates stuff. I've, you know, done a lot to see if there was any sort of interesting thing in there, but there wasn't, so we're gonna ignore it. I've also smashed the walls with my weapons and nothing's happened, so hey you! Nice kill, bro. That would have been quite ridiculous. I haven't died in a while. I just hope I didn't jinx it, by the way, but however, I guess I'm only saying it because I have a looming fear that it might happen. Let me just close this door just in case. I'm sorry that you're in the way and you're gonna get crushed by this door, but it just needs to happen. I'm only saying that probably because this next area over here is kind of a pain in the ass. It's only a pain in the ass if you make it a pain in the ass. And by what I mean by that is if you're interested in getting all the items in there, and so you guys are aware so far, that's something that I kind of strive for, getting all the items, so we are going to make it a pain in the ass for ourselves due to that fact. Not too happy about it, but, you know, might as well. And there's also the Mastodon Greatsword that we're going to get really soon, which is another weapon that I've been kind of messing around with off camera as well, and I kind of like it. You know, it's got its use, definitely. Let's see, let's hang on to this for drops, and everything's good? Yeah, alright, let's give it a try here. Now, we're gonna do this slowly, though. Take care of one guy first, okay? Take care of guy number 2 next. Excellent. Now, if you wanted to progress with the game without messing around like I'm gonna do, all you have to do is kill those 2 guys. Well, the other door's gonna open because the, again, these doors actually work exactly like the golems in the front of the castle where they absorb the souls to open up and whatnot. If you wanted to continue with the game, this is it. You're done. Good to go. There's a ruined sentinel here for a reason. You'll soon see why. But we're not looking to progress in the game just yet, so we're gonna actually go down over here instead. And, you know, make life a living hell for us. Get rid of him, and get rid of him. Okay, that'll open up the other door, which is probably something I didn't want happening just yet, but okay. Now, we have to be really careful about how we're going to draw this out, and yep, that is indeed a ruined sentinel. If you guys remember the 3-on-1 boss fight, well, this could essentially become almost a... what is it? How many of these guys are there here? Oh god, you still fucking hit like a ton of bricks. Let me S this up here. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to get through all these motherfuckers as soon as I can. Which obviously isn't soon enough. 1, 2. And then we'll use the bonfire. Bonfire. Alrighty. 1, 2. Get a stagger going on. Almost dead. This is two-handed. And... no? Are you kidding me? How did you survive that, you piece of shit? Oh, you're gonna kill me, aren't you? Yep. I don't know how he survived that, to be quite honest with you. That's a fucking pile of shit, though, that's all I can tell you. And again... I alluded to earlier, oh, I haven't died earlier. I haven't died in a while. And then what happens, I go and I fucking die to what should be a regular enemy at the game at this point. But you know what? That's alright. You know why it's alright? Because Capra Demon became a regular enemy later on. And, you know, Capra Demon was kind of a dick as well. So, what I'm going to do here to, you know, make it easier on myself, let me just get rid of this guy. Oh, shit, man. I forgot that he has, like, you know, eagle eye vision over here. So let me just get rid of his friend here and... going inside this room is probably not what you want to do because then suddenly you're, you know, encased in a small... don't you do it, you dickbag. Roll? Okay. Now, the problem here is I actually have become quite good at rolling through their attacks. The thing is that I get sometimes a little bit too carried away with just wanting to block everything. And you know what? That's not the way you play Dark Souls. You want to, you know, parry and do your crazy... rolls and everything like that. Use your adaptability. There you go, see? A lot better. The moment you stop blocking, you just try to roll through his attacks, you'll do a lot better, obviously. But, you know, I kind of have to get used to it. Like, you know, I always go in with the mentality of being safe first, and then it kind of screws me in the end, but we'll see. So let's get rid of him. And there should be another guy in there, yep. Let's make sure we're not going to draw both of them. Let's just draw aggro on one of them. Yeah, you. Hey, get over here. Oh, God! Well, so much for fighting one-on-ones here. They will retreat, though. Just go back. Go back to your cave. Go back. Is the other gone guy? Okay, no, he's still here. Yeah, you go back, retreat. Yeah, just retreat, okay? It's okay. There's no problem in retreating. I do it all the time. I just did it right now. Alright. The guy's gone. Right? Yeah, his friend's gone. So now we can just deal with this guy one-on-one. Alright, so do your thing. Okay. Not that thing, though. Not the thing where you inflict damage on me. Dodge through. 1, 2. Let's do it again. Dodge. Dodge. No big deal. Again, not too hard, you know. Don't tell me I'm gonna fucking die again. Don't tell me I'm gonna die again. You scumlord. Just relax a bit, alright? Let's just double hand this again. Dodge, dodge. Just remember the fundamentals here is what you have to do. Fortunately, I'm not remembering the fundamentals. I'm just, you know, being idiot about things right now. Cool. Let's just hit his shield. Obviously, that's gonna hurt him a lot because he has a shield up. Why would it hurt him? Doesn't hurt you when you get hit with your shield. Why would it hurt him? Not sure why, but silly decisions on my part. That's okay though. We got through that one. You need to revive, yeah. I'll take care of you and then I'll deal with your boss in there. So yeah, these guys are pretty interesting. They use the twin blades, I do believe. That's why they have like some sweet combos going on. But you know, unfortunately, it doesn't really do much for them because you know they have a shield, man. So part of your charm is kind of lost in the fact that you can't really block my attacks at this point. All right, let's double hand again and let's try this one more time. Okay. That was kind of a bullshit hit in reality. Let me actually use a Estus Flask here because I wasn't too happy with that start. Let's reset, try this again. Don't go in there. Don't go in there. Don't you fucking go. Ruined Sentinel, you... Of course. Apparently I forgot that he has the best reach of all time here. You know what? Fucking forget any boss in this game. The Ruined Sentinels are the dicks in reality. You know what it is they're fucking Slenderman type body type that really does me in. Come on, just... No! Come over here! Alright, stop drawing me into a situation where I'm gonna activate more of your enemies. I don't want to do that. Having a hard enough time with you. Oh, how did that hit me? Alright. Let's just die, that's cool. Sure, why not? I don't die. I don't care. I don't care if I fucking die 100 times. Actually, I do care, as a matter of fact. There's a lot of sarcasm and cynicism in my voice here. Oh, you... Alrighty. Let's just do the worst job that we could ever do in a fucking area in the game here. You know, for playing so well for quite a while now, I'm just regressing into my old methods here of just being completely ass against these guys. There we go. Just, you know, just play it cool, man. You know, you're letting it get to you. I feel like, you know, a golfer, like, you know, when you can't suddenly play golf well anymore, you just, you know, you get the shakes and everything like that. It's like, there's no real reason why you shouldn't be able to play golf properly anymore, but it's still affecting you. Let's get rid of one guy, and then we'll get rid of this guy. And this guy should probably get absorbed by that guy, and that's going to light up the area a little bit for us, which is good because I'm pretty sure that this is going to look like ass on YouTube because YouTube doesn't play nice with the dark colors in games. Pharaoh's Lockstone, that's alright. Not really what we're looking for here. And now let's just activate this last guy over here. And as you can see, there's nothing behind him, right? So you're probably thinking, well, that's a waste of time. Well, it's not a waste of time, and I'll show you why soon. After that sweet roll. Nope. 1, 2, okay. Just gonna withdraw back into the other guy's room. That's not your room, Ruined Sentinel. What are you doing? Not playing fair right now. You stick to your own room, buddy. 1, 2, don't roll into his attack now. Stagger him. One more should just about do it. Don't leave. Don't you forget about me either. Don't you forget about me. Alright, then there you go. He's dead. A lot better on that time around. You know, it's a hot thing, cold thing with me when it comes to these guys for some reason. Sometimes I do amazing. Sometimes I just do fucking ass terrible, and I would rather, like, not anybody ever see me play this bad, but whatever, man. And we have everything lit up now completely. All good. And we have one last Sentinel to deal with. And this guy, I believe, has a alright ring for us, if I remember correctly. Alright. Get rid of that. Uh-huh. That almost got me at the end of his attack, but it's alright. Didn't do it. Didn't do it. So far, so good. I'm actually quite impressing myself right now with my ability to dodge. Okay. Alright, let's not take that opening. Let's just wait our turn. There we go. He'll swing more time. Let's rush in. Hit a shield. Not accomplished mostly a damn thing there, and he should be dead now. Just hold off, man. Don't jump away, right? Good. So now he's dead. Overall, pretty good. Those guys have the ability to drop their equipment. It's really stingy. That's a stingy drop, and I do believe they respawn when you use the bonfire, so you do have a few chances to get that equipment off of them. We got the Mastodon Greatsword, which is a decent longsword. If you're trying to avoid great swords and still have a sword with a decent range, Mastodon greatsword is actually pretty good. And here is what we wanted mostly, the Royal Soldier Ring +1. We could get rid of the regular variety now, and it's going to give me a little bit more ability to actually wear heavier armor, much like Havel's. So now I could use Havel's. Can I use Havel's in conjunction with my halberd though? That's the real question, and no, I would be 0.9 overweight, which is a goddamn shame, but it means that I'm a little bit closer to it, so let me just put these Drangleic leggings back on, I suppose. Now, the guy that had absolutely nothing in his room, he is guarding something in particular that a lot of people will be interested in finding out what. And that is the armor that you see in the cover of the game, the From armor, which is, you know, it's alright, I like it. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not gonna be like one of those people who's be like, oh, how edgy of you using From's armor. Like, everybody uses that along with Alva's armor. You know what, they look alright, it's cool, just let it be, you know. It's Fashion Souls after all. And then, this is our second meeting with this guy, I do believe, right? The third meeting with him is actually in the Black Gulch, which is where we got the Forgotten Key at. Remember how, where we got the Forgotten Key, remember how we fought the two giants underneath? But above that was one forgotten door that we didn't unlock? Well, that's the third variety of this guy. Yeah, nothing of interest though. Yeah. So this is the second meeting. After the third meeting, it doesn't matter where you trigger it from, but third meeting will let you, will allow you to actually join the Covenant. And then you have to go through at least 3 different trials, I believe, in each area that you meet them at. You have to go through that Abyss area, and you fight NPC variations of actually people from Lordran and, you know, Drangleic and yada yada yada. It's actually pretty cool. A little bit tough at times though, especially if you're not, like, you know, magically inclined, because there's a lot of places to fall to your death in it. So it's a pain in the ass for that reason alone, but at the same time, it's a pretty cool little kickback, because you do run into Havel the Rock, so if you're looking to fight Havel in this iteration of the game, then that's pretty much the way to do it. Along with some other, you know, NPCs that from Lordran that come back for a little bit of a cameo. Not them legitly, but, you know, it's basically them in a sense, you know, at least their NPC variety, or at least their build variety, I should say. But, you know, nothing of interest so far. Miss Senpai, oh god! You need to stop spotting me from so far away. You need to just fucking go, okay? I'm done with you. We're done fighting you guys. You are dismissed. Get your ass back into your room. You creepy motherfucker. Alright. All good. Let's find out what's in this chest here. Dark arrows. Okay, good. The other time when I came in through here, that Sentinel, you know, chased me down over here, and he actually broke the chest for me. And I was actually worried. I was like, oh man, I forgot what's in the chest. Was it anything good? And I come to find out, no, it's dark arrows, so, you know, I obviously don't give a shit. Not really important. Over here. Don't get scared by that. There's a few items in there. I have to, you know, unequip my weapons and everything, so don't break. That's actually corrosive acid, which actually will break your weapons and armor and whatnot. I'm not really interested in finding, getting the items there. I think they're just like soul items and whatnot, so obviously nothing that's gonna really make or break our run right now, so let's just continue onward. This area here is can be a little bit of a pain in the dick, because all these masks, hey, by the way, if you guys wanted to see the masks from the trailer, there you go, it's right there. It's still kind of there in a way, not completely the same one, but kind of it. These guys will poison you though, so keep that in mind. They'll poison. Let me just drop a life gem really quickly in order to counteract this effect for a second here while I try. Don't stagger me, Poison. What is your problem right now? Twinkling Titanite? Okay, good. I need some of that in order to upgrade my halberd a bit more. Let me drop a Poison Moss to get rid of this effect really quickly. Along with an Estus Flask. There's going to be another boss fight soon along with another bonfire, so not a big concern. Alrighty, cool. Apparently somebody just fucking shot me. Relax, relax, relax. Relax, Knight. Just relax for a second. Apparently one of these motherfucker archers over there shot me through this wedge in the wall. Quite impressive on his part in reality. I can't really fault him for it. I mean, I can in the standpoint that it fucks me over, but, you know, more power to you, I guess. I mean, you did a pretty good job. Can you just... Alright, you dickbag. Alright? If we're gonna play this game, then I will play this game with you, and you're not gonna like it because I will break your guard, and then you'll be like, oh, I can't attack. Why can't I attack? And I'll be like, you know what? Because I broke your guard, that's why you can't attack. Are you gonna do the same thing? Alright? I wish you would learn from your fallen cohort over there that it's not gonna work with me. Cool, let me just backstab you now. Oh, let me just miss the backstab. That's okay. the end-all goal was still the same. You still died. Over here we have a picture of Nishandra, the queen. And if obviously the dialogue from the Chancellor wasn't enough... Oh, wait at this, I'm actually getting cursed by just hanging out next to Nishandra. So, yeah, she's a bad guy, obviously. And let's proceed onwards over here. You know, I don't know why I'm not using my halberd anymore. Why? How did that happen? Was it, I switched it for a boss, right? Yeah, I think that's what happened. Alrighty, so he's dead. No big problem there. Let's get rid of this motherfucker. Yeah, let's have him take a tumble. No big problem there. I think he'll die probably from the fall. And we did get invaded, obviously, by Nameless Usurper. And this is actually a pretty good invasion for us to partake because there is a little bit of interesting when it comes to... well, it's a little bit of interest when it comes to Chancellor... Or not Chancellor, but when it comes to the Nameless Usurper. And I will soon show you how or why. But for now, let's just actually get involved with beating him or her. You know, we don't know what it is just yet. Looks like a female to me, but you know. Is it a female that we've run into before? Quite possibly. Fortunately for her, she doesn't have a weapon. Or it doesn't have a shield, so I can just attack her quite easily. So, it's not the first time we're going to see the Nameless Usurper. Quite a few times, as a matter of fact. And the ultimate goal is a little bit of a side quest that you can get involved with here. And let me just climb down these stairs really quickly. Go down through here. I want to basically finish off the boss fight that we're going to get involved with here. And then we'll probably call it an episode more than likely. Seems like a pretty good endpoint to wrap up this part of the episode. Let's see about triggering this wall. This right here is going to be the secret bonfire to this area, so you don't have to travel too far off. And yeah, I guess I'll go down there. Let's see. Are you just going to be a total dick about things here? Can I snipe you? No, of course not. You can snipe me, but I can't do it to you. There we go. There we go. See, it's cool. Just, okay, I'll exchange blows with you. It's fine. I have no problems with it. Talking to the man with all the life gems in the world, man. Well, not all the life gems in the world, but a decent amount. Obviously, at this point, you know, souls are just kind of like... just a means for me to buy just life gems. Item infinitum. Probably why the game's easier? Yeah, maybe. I guess, but... I don't know. I feel that the game's a bit more fair in some aspects than Dark Souls 1. Sure, it's unfair when they give you like 70 enemies to fight at once, but overall, it still feels a little bit easier. But then again, this might just be, at this point, me saying that because, you know, I've beaten the game so many times at this point where it's just kind of like, yeah, it's easy. When probably, you know, some other people would be like, no, it's not easy, Falcon. You're just being a pretentious prick about the whole thing here. It's understandable, you know, a lot of people could say that about me. Alrighty. I mean, I don't really appreciate it too much if that's what you're going to be saying about me, because I don't really see myself as one, but whatever. Some statues, yada yada yada. And Nishandra, the queen. How you doing, baby?
You have fought admirably on your journey, cursed undead. I am Nishandra, Queen of Drangleic. A true monarch carries the weight of their souls, the last king of this land. King Vendrick, as he was called, he found the strength to rule his people. And when the undead were born, cursed, he found more strength to face them, but in the end, he never took the true throne. Visit Vendrick. We have no need for two rulers.
Alrighty, so once Vendrick got everything under control, he essentially realized that Nishandra was, you know, just a bitch. One way or another. She won't talk to us anymore, by the way. You can attack, you know, attack her with range attacks, but I hear that nothing happens or she just disappears, but nothing really affects it. When Vendrick finally realized what Nishandra was really up to, he abandoned the throne, or he never took the quote-unquote true throne, which is the, well, when we get to it, I'll talk about that, but he never took the true throne, and he abandoned the kingdom itself, and he went and locked himself away. That's all I'm going to tell you for now. Obviously, most of you are already familiar with it, but if in case some of you are, you know, watching this as a first-time thing, interested in the lore, I will discuss it more in depth later on. But just remember that he did flee after a while because he did realize something was up with her, and as we will realize it as well. Over here, we're going to fight 2 Dragon Riders. So if 1 Dragon Rider was enough for you last time, I guess 2 is the magical number. How do I want to fight the Dragon Riders in reality? Yeah, I guess I'll keep the range attack. Dragon Riders aren't hard. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, they actually killed me like a few times last time I played through. It was a New Game Plus, so I'm not sure if it makes a difference in the world, but it was a little bit more difficult than I initially thought it would be. So for just in case, let me just add an extra defensive ring, just in case they do get a few hits on me. I'm using my bow here for a reason, I'll show you soon enough why. Alright, so now he's on the floor, which is what I wanted. So what happens in this fight, this dickbag over here will indeed just snipe you from above, while his friends takes shots at you on the floor. What you could do if you don't want to use the range variety is that you could trigger the guy with the halberd to actually knock down the archer from above by actually getting close to the area where this guy was standing on and just triggering him to attack it. So keep that in mind. Just move away here for a second. Dodge this attack, no problem there. Yeah, trigger an attack. Oh, really bad. Guard break. Oh, not good. I'm in a tough spot now. I am in a very tough spot. Let me knock down his Estus really quickly. Let's just try to rush it. Don't chase me. This guy is really fleet on his feet for such a big guy in reality. And I assure you that wasn't a Bane reference there. You're a big guy. Oh, you. Alright, either way, I'm not gonna avoid that. So, Dragon Rider number 1 is dead. Obviously, he has really low health, thankfully. Otherwise, it would be a little bit more troublesome. But again, it's not a hard fight at all. Again, it's just Dragon Rider times 2. And it's not even times 2 in reality when you think about it. It's like more like Dragon Rider times, I don't know, like 1.5, because the Archer has such little health. So it's like, not a really big problem. Nope. Probably shouldn't be attacking him when his shield's up, though, huh, Falcon? Again, the halberd's really strong, but you gotta make sure that you're actually hitting with the tip of the weapon, otherwise, you're gonna get a damage penalty from this whole situation here. Let's just double hand this and see how this goes about. One more should do it. There you go. Again, double handing the halberd is probably the way to go, but occasionally you might want to just hold on to your shield just in case, but whatever. So we got another Dragon Rider, so pretty cool because it lets us get the Dragon Rider bow, which is what I do want to ultimately get here. Maybe I find Benhart, so let me quickly just light this up. And by light this up, I'm not saying it like in the 420 sense, and let's just talk to Benhart really quick.
Oh, well met, friend. Good to see you well. Yes. I journeyed from the distant east to perfect my swordsmanship. The legend has it that powerful beings slumber in this land. This sword has been in my family for generations. And only a real man. I may face any man or man. This land of kings, the land itself is no better place. This land of kings.
So I'm just skipping it because Benhart doesn't have anything of interest to say. He tells us he's from the east, his sword's been in generations for years. Benhart's full of shit, that sword is a fake. That's all I'm gonna say for now. And yeah, slumbering beast in the land. Yeah, we get it. It's fucking giants, obviously. We know that the land is messed up. Benhart's not gonna tell us anything of interest. So let's just rest it over here, guys, and let's cut an episode here for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I will catch you guys next time.